Lesson 2. But why? The art of asking questions. Let's listen and write. Mr. Prashant Mishra brings a bell to the class and tells the students to ask him as many questions about the bell as possible. After you listen to their question-answer session, work with your friend, recall and note down the questions in your notebook.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to have an activity which I am sure is going to be very interesting and great fun for you. Can you see this object in my hand? This is a bell. Now, the challenge is to ask questions about this bell to extract every possible information about the bell. The questions can be about anything related to the bell. I will try to answer all your questions. So if you are ready, shall we begin?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, who will ask the first question?
Sir, what metal is this bell made of?
Ronak, it's made of brass.
Is it handmade or machine-made?
Garvita, it's been made by machine.
Sir, is this bell an antique?
No, Michael. This bell is not an antique.
Whom does this belong to, sir?
Good question, Suraj. This bell belongs to me.
Sir, what is the rod hanging in the middle of the bell called?
Jagrati, this is called a clapper or striker.
How does it work, sir?
It works manually, Ronak. See, you need to hold the clapper and strike it on this round wall like this.
Sir, did you buy it or borrow it?
Well, Suraj, I bought it.
Where did you buy it from, sir?
Jyoti, I bought it from a shop in the market.
Sir, when did you buy it?
I bought it last month.
Sir, why did you bring it to the class?
Good question, Jagrati. I brought here to do this questioning activity with you.
Why did you choose this bell for this activity, sir?
Michael, I chose this bell because I thought it would be interesting for you to ask questions about a bell.
Sir, what is this kind of a bell used for?
Jyoti, it's used in temples. It is generally hung at the entrance of a temple for the devotees to ring it before they enter a temple.
Who uses this bell?
Ronak, all the people who come to visit the temple use this kind of a bell. At the moment, I'm using it for an activity.
Sir, why are bells used at temple entrances?
Good question, Jagrati. The sound of the bell is considered as auspicious, which welcomes the gods and removes evil.
Who will bell the cat, sir?
Well, that's an interesting question, Suraj. But I'm sorry, I don't know the answer.
Who rings this bell?
Varun, that's the same question as who uses this bell. So, the answer is also same. All the people who come to visit the temple use this.
Sir, when is this bell usually rung?
Well, Michael, it can be rung any time when you go to the temple. Sometimes the bell rings itself when the wind blows.
Sir, I've heard there is a scientific reason behind ringing bells in temples. Is it true?
Ah, yes. Very good, Ronak. I'm glad you know this.
What is this scientific reason, sir?
Well, Jagrati, when you ring the bell, it produces a sharp sound which echoes for a minimum of 7 seconds. This sound touches the 7 healing chakras in our body. Also, with the sound of the bell, our mind is emptied of all thoughts.
Sir, where was it made?
Garvita, because it's a machine-made bell, so it's been made in a factory.
What's the cost of the bell, sir?
Varun, the cost of the bell is around 1,200 rupees.
Sir, what is the weight of the bell? I mean, how heavy is it?
Suraj, I never weighed it, but I think its weight must be around 2 kilograms.
Sir, why is it called a bell?
That's a difficult question, Ronak. I'll see the etymology of the term bell and will tell you tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you can also Google it, we'll discuss it tomorrow. Well, is that it? Or do you have any more questions to ask about it?
No, sir.
Now, I must compliment you all for your curiosity and questioning skills. I hope you enjoyed the activity.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Bye.